Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode, excuse me, of Divine Duchess Self-Love, a Personal Journey. The reason why I started this journey and the reason why I started this channel was self-love wasn't something I was giving myself. It was something that I had to literally stop. The world had to stop and I had to literally focus on me, focus on self. So I wanted to share this journey with the things that I've gone through, my experiences, my thoughts, my ideas about this journey, almost like a verbal journal. For some reason, I find this a lot more easier than taking time to write it all out. But I thank you guys for, stopping by and listening. I'm hoping that some of what I have to say is helpful in some shape or form. I thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing and all that wonderful stuff. I want to talk about fairy tales. Hold on. I don't know if you guys ever watched this show on MTV with Tammy Roman from Basketball Wives, and she has this show called Unfaithful. And it's this episode about, these two girls, they're lesbian. It's a lesbian triangle, love triangle thing. Anyway, the one of the girls got caught cheating and now it's the team up. Sorry, my throat is so cloggy. It sounds so crazy. Anyway, it's a team up and now they're confronting the girl about why she's cheating on her and who she picking, X, Y, and Z, all this stuff. So both of the girls said that the girl that was cheating on both of them were feeding them this fairy tale of, happy house, happy home, house, car, land, money, business, all these things that she was feeding both of them, feeding them this fairy tale, feeding them this idea of this beautiful life. And while in the whole time, she was betraying and deceiving them. It just rings true to how much society or how we are raised in the whole TV and things like that. This whole fantasy, because I'm quite sure I've been fed a fantasy and I believed it because I wanted to believe the fantasy. I wanted to believe that what I was in, the relationship that I was in, was real. I wanted to believe that, we were going to move forward and everything was going to be great and we were going to have house, car, land. Same idea. And then come to find out it's all a fraud. But this idea and this fantasy of meeting this person, the right person, and living out this beautiful life and having it all, is it a fantasy or can it be a possible thing? I want to believe that we can find that with the person or the people that we love if it's true and we're willing to do the work. The fantasy is only a dream. Cinderella in her shoe. What is this? Snow White. The idea of TV and this love and it's so glamorized. The ugliness of the of the journey of being in a true relationship and being truly in love with that other person is not a fantasy. Building a life with someone for a long term for the rest of your life is not a fantasy. Building that successful business, that journey alone is not a fantasy. And building a fantasy with people who are feeding you the idea of what it could be, or the fantasy, and not actually putting in the work and putting forth, showing that we're not going to make it a fantasy, we're going to make it a reality, we're going to make it our dream. And then we put forth the steps in order for us to do that. A lot of us get caught up in this idea of just talking about it. Oh, we're going to have a car, we're going to buy a house, and we're going to move here, and we're going to get the... And that shit sound cute because you're in love, and that shit is so fucking awesome. It's just awesome. Because that's what you want. Man or woman. You want that shit. But then, like, now we want it. How we going to get it? What are the steps? Am I with the right person to get it? Is my dream and your dream aligned? And is that really what we both truly want? Or because is one person just having the idea and the other person is actually trying to put the idea in motion? Now, if you two are not on the same page and the relationship is already built on some false shit, it's all a fucking fantasy. It's a fantasy. I truly believe that you have to build yourself up to build your own fantasy. Not even your own fantasy, your own reality. It's your reality. Take your dreams, what you want for yourself, keyword self, and make it your own reality. And every other thing that you could dream of or desire or fantasize, you can make it come into your own life. And if you don't build that for yourself, there's no way you're going to be able to build that with somebody else, because you can't even build on your own. And of course, we're all supposed to have a team. God didn't make us all to be by ourselves. Man, woman, child, whatever. However you want to team up, I don't care. And the key word here is team. And before you can build a team individually, you got to be able to build your own shit. Come with your own thoughts, your own ideas, and what you want to do and how you want to focus. And everybody has their purpose. If you come in your relationship with your purpose and you're purpose driven, then there's no misunderstanding on what the purpose is in the relationship. So if you're going to walk into it with a fantasy and no purpose, and it's just, oh, we're going to build a whole what, then it's going to fall. It's going to fall. It's going to crumble. It's going to be a fucking disaster. I can tell you that. So build yourself. Create your world. Build your dream life for you first. Get your house in order. Get your shit in order. Get your fantasy into a reality and pull it into your own world. And everything else will fall into place. I just wanted to, shout that out because it just jumped in my mind. I was like, oh, yes, that fantasy shit, that shit will fucking, you wake up from that fantasy and you will realize that you have been stuck in some bullshit for years. You're like, oh, what the fuck? This was a whole fucking lie. The chick was with this woman for 6 years, supporting the woman for 6 years, following up her, managing her business, and she had kids. The other girl had kids of her own, and then and being with this woman for 6 years and turn around and be with another woman for a year because she wasn't giving her enough attention, and she was too frustrated and angry, and so she found another woman to find peace with. And you telling the same woman the same, building the same fantasy with another fucking woman. I'm like, damn, if there was a man, it's like, it doesn't even really matter, penis or vagina. Don't let nobody sell y'all no fantasies. You understand? Don't let no check the receipt. Go get that shit. What we do with diamonds and all that. Get that shit appraised. Know that shit has value. It holds some weight. You know, just be building castles in the sky. Don't be building sand castles that's going to be washed away by the next tide. You know, just build up yourself first. Back to self. All right. Anyway, thank you for listening. It's late. It's like 10:41. I am gonna take it easy. I wish you guys a good night. Take it easy. Once again, love you, and thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and listening. I actually said like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.